let me show you guys how you can get the easiest 5,000 payout of your life. I'm about to show you guys an account type that has super less profit target and like super, like bro, the max loss on this is super big. So the chances of you passing getting a payout on it is super high, and yeah, you could get up to $5,000 payout on it. So I'm gonna show you guys the gameplay, how to like pass these accounts. Also, I'm gonna give you guys the risk management once you're funded on how to get the payout. Everything that you need will be in this video. So let me just like make my webcam a bit smaller here, and then we could just start going. And yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm currently on Lucid Trading. This is the futures platform that I'm personally trading with. So I'm personally trading with currently with only three futures firm. Number one, Alpha Future. Bro, if I had to choose over Lucid and Alpha Future, for me always will be Alpha Future Advanced Plans, because there's like 15k payout cap. But then number two comes Lucid that I'm trading with, and then Tradeify, and then Top Step. Like, but Lucid, the only reason I'm trading with them is that because they are Luciflex, the rules are super easy, and it's just super easy to get a payout. Like you could get up to $10,000 payout with them if you get the max payout on the 50k. But we're gonna talk about Luciflex 25k account. This is the account type that I want you guys to get. So as you guys can see, scroll here lower, you guys can see that Lucid has Luciflex, Drake, and Pro. Basically, Pro is like Alpha Feature Zero plan, no consistency as you guys can see on eval, but once you're funded, there's going to be 50% consistency. But I personally like Luciflex. Why I do like Luciflex is that once you're funded, there is no consistency on eval. There is 50% consistency. That means you need 2 days to pass these accounts. And you guys can see I personally trade like 50k and sometimes the 100k. But if you don't want to spend too much money and still want to get a payout, like super quick, be able to pause it and have a lot of drawdown, Lucid 25k account is the best account that you could get. So as you guys can see over here, the max loss limit on it is like $1,000, and then the profit target is $1,250, bro. Like, which is nothing, bro. It's just super easy to get it. And also, you could get these accounts for $60. It says like 70 here, but I mean, if you guys use my code LLC Trades, but there's a lot of other people that has affiliate code with Lucid too. You could use them, use their code. But again, if you want to use my code, you just have to put like LLC Trades here. That's all you have to do. You're gonna get like Lucid Flex 25k account for $60. So now I would personally recommend to get at least five of these, and then you're gonna copy trade and go for the max payout, so you get a big payout, which is like gonna be $5,000. Why do I say that you could get up to $5,000? Because if you go on FAQ over here, let me show you guys that here. So we're just gonna go on Lucid Flex. Let me show you guys how the payout on this works. So keep in mind on these Lucid accounts, there is no activation fee, no monthly subscription. You could trade news on eval and also funded account. And also once you're funded, there's no consistency. So which is like the base, bro. Like if you're a beginner, you don't want to like have too much like thinking always, have I broken any rule or not. So this is the best accounts that you could get and the best platform that you could trade with. So in order for you to get a payout on these accounts, all you need is that you need only 5 profitable days of only $100. So as you guys can see, these 5 profitable days doesn't have to be back to back. And then also you guys can see over here, you could get up to $1,000 payout, which is going to be your max payout. But keep in mind, in order for you to request $1,000 payout, your profit or the balance must be like $2,000 in profit, because you're just requesting 50% of it and 50% is going to be left for buffer. So yeah, so now you know how the payout works. 5 profitable days to get the max payout. You need to have like 2k PNL, so you could request $1,000 of it, and 1,000 is going to be left for buffer. I mean, you could request before that. As soon, bro, as soon you meet this 5 profitable days of $150, you could just go ahead and request your payout, but then your buffer might not be there. Like you might not have a big buffer. Now, let me show you guys the best risk management that you could use with these accounts on eval and also once you're funded. So on eval, it's just super easy. We know like how much we're gonna need, the profit target, the consistency. We know the profit target is $1,250. So all you have to do is just like, bro, you could just put like go over here, online calculator, type that. I mean, like you just have to put $1,250 divided by 2. So you need $625 per day. So that's what your goal is to get per day. So because you have to stay below the 50% consistency. If you don't understand how consistency works, I do have a video where I personally explain how consistency works. So you could go on my YouTube channel and watch that. So as you guys can see, consistency explained over here. You could watch that. So the profit goal for us per day is gonna be, so as you guys can see, let me just see if it's just gonna let me type in here or not. So we need $625 for day one, okay, and then we just gonna need $625 for day two. So the game plan over here is that we have to pause it in 2 days. We're not gonna play with these accounts for months and months, bro. So we're gonna pause it for with 2 days. So now what I would recommend is that here is the best risk management. So let's say you bought the account and you're gonna take your first trade. So now keep this in mind that you are copy trading 5 accounts. Okay, you could use TradeC where you could copy trade all of your accounts. It's just super easy to set up. Let me just kind of like show you guys that side of it too. Let's see, TradeC, if it's gonna come up there. Let me just kind of like log in. So here, so once you guys get 5 account with Lucid using TradeC, you just have to come over here, click on this top here. You're just gonna go copy trading. I don't have any account with their TradeC currently, but all you have to do is just click here on the top, copy trading, choose a leader, add more accounts as a slave, or a copy like the accounts that should copy your trade. That's how easy it is to set up that. But let's go back here. So now we are gonna risk $300. Okay, risk $300 on your first trade. That's how it is. We only need $300 and you're just gonna go for 1 to 2, which is gonna be $600. Okay, if your profit hits, that's gonna be $600. Of course, you have to go for a bit more, which is gonna be at $625. That will be like probably something like 2.1, something like that. And then just the same again, you're just gonna risk $300 and you're just gonna go for 1 to 2. Again, you're just gonna be like $600 here. Boom, $600, $625. Now this is the best risk management that you could get. Now keep in mind that even if you lose your first trade over here, let's say you lose your first trade, you still have left $7,700 as your max loss. You still have that as your max loss. That's super big, bro. You could again risk $300 still. Okay, you're gonna risk $300. Let's say you still lose. Okay, you lose. Now how much you have left? You probably have like, bro, I'm not good at math, but you should have like $400. $400. Let's say you lose as a like $400 you have as a max loss. Now max loss, and then you could still lose like 300 more, bro. Max loss is gonna be you lose another 300, you have $100. So in order for you to like fully blow this account, bro, you need to lose 4 trades back to back, and that's kind of impossible. Now I don't know how many losing days you're gonna have, how many winning days you're gonna have, but the best thing you could do is that either you lose or win, you're gonna keep risking $300 and target a 1 to 2, which is gonna be $600. So now let's say that you just hit like a back-to-back 2 days. You just hit that, probably easy, simply just hit a back-to-back days as a profitable days. Like you hit back-to-back days, you pause the accounts, boom, you have paused the account. Now we're just gonna move to the funded stage. So once you're funded here, keep in mind that we're still copy trading 5 accounts. So 5 accounts, boom, 5 accounts, and we are going for max pal. We're going for max pal, which is like 5K. Okay, now here is the best risk management I could give you guys. So we need 5 profitable days of at least $100. What I would say is just risk $200. Okay, you're gonna risk $200 on every single trade you take. Now keep in mind you are risking $200, but that your $200 is going to be $1,000 because you have 5 accounts that you're copy trading. Keep that in mind. You're risking $200, but you're copy trading 5 accounts. That basically means you're risking $1,000. Why? Because you're opening a position, $200 position on every funded account that you have. And then I personally say just keep risking $200. So let's say now you are like in a 400 profit. So your TP hit a 1 to 2 RR. So boom, you're in $400 profit right now. Next trade, you're just gonna keep risking $200. You're gonna keep risking $200 and you're gonna go like that until you hit the 5 profitable days, and then see you are 100% gonna have the max payout. So after 5 days, you're gonna have like $1,000 as a balance. Or now you have your 5 profitable days. You are up $5,000 across all of your accounts. Basically, you could get a $2,500 payout, or you could keep trading more. Why do I say that risk only $200? Because then in order for you to lose your account, you have to lose 5 trades, $1,000. So in order for you to lose your account, like blow all of your account, you need to lose 5 trades back to back. Or like you could be losing 5 trades, bro, and then yeah, back to back you lose the account because now let's say you have 2 days, 2 bad days, bro. The third day, boom, you have a good trading day. You hit a 1, 2, 3. You literally recover all of your losses, and then you could keep trading. Keep going there. I would say that don't change the risk management on these accounts. What I would say on eval, risk $300, target I want to do. To pass the account, once you're funded, you're risking only $200, okay, per trade, and then you're gonna go until you blow the account or you're gonna get the payout. This is the best risk management. Either you lose, whatever happens, never go higher on your risk management. It's okay if you risk like $250, that's fine too, but the max you should be risking is like $200 in my eyes. And then you're not gonna risk $100 too, because that's gonna be like, it's just gonna take you super long to get that max payout. This is literally the best risk management that you guys could use on these Lucid Flex 25k accounts because, bro, like super easy to pass them. You have a lot of max loss limit to play with. 100% recommending it. If you're not trying it out, try it out. Try this risk management that I gave you guys here. And still, if you need any kind of question, I am streaming every single day on TikTok, LLC Trades. Join in there. You guys could ask me, or you guys could ask in the comments too. Like I'm always here to answer you guys.